Alright, so a lot of people have asked me about this. They watch my videos, they see me working with the iPad, with the driver report, talking with the driver. Even my video that I did last year on the Road Test Grand Finals, coaching the drivers with the iPad. And they ask me, how do you make your driver track report? So this is it. I'm showing everyone how I make it, and I'm even gonna post it on this video, the link, so you can copy the driver report and just put the map of the track you want there. So let's get started. All right, so let's get to the point. Um, Let me name this driver track report NDD. So basically, here's a Google Slides with the driver track report saved. So this now is blank. There's no track available here yet because I'm going on a different track the day after tomorrow, and I need to prepare this. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna prepare a review so you can see how I do it, and then the next races you go to, you have yours prepared. So there's two ways of doing this. First, you can do it on the computer, the way I do it. For me, it's just a bit faster, or you can do it directly on your iPad. I like to do it on a computer, and then I just take that page and I put it on my iPad. All right, so let's get started. So with this on, I already have the corners from 1 to 18 here. Normally we don't have more than 18 corners on a track. Sometimes I've been to tracks with 22, 23 corners, and I've been to tracks with 7 corners. So depending on how many corners you have here, or all you gotta do is just delete these lines or maybe add new ones. So let's start talking about how the driver track report works. So basically, I put this on my iPad and then I write down the track, driver, session, track condition, championship, and time. And then I create new pages and I send this to the driver with some notes that they need to take in consideration before their next session. So let's create a new one now. I know I'm gonna go to Google Maps, and then I'm gonna search here the iCar Mirabel Motorsport Complex in Canada. This will be in Montreal. So here I am at the racetrack. So this is a car and a go-kart track. So I need to spot the go-kart track here, which is down here basically. All you gotta do now is take this away and then go to the satellite and then take the markers away from it. So you have like a clean view of the track. All you gotta do is now rotate this. I'm gonna do it like this. You can hold control and just rotate. I think this will look nice. So here we can already spot the start finish line, and I know for a fact that the track is going in this direction. So all I gotta do is screenshot. So I'm screenshotting this right now. So I screenshotted that, saved to clipboard, and now I paste this on my report. So just make this as big as possible without taking space from other stuff. I like to live here on the left because then I have some more space on the right to write anything I want to. All you gotta do now is put this to the back. So now all we gotta do is name the corners, and basically let me zoom in here. I already left the number of the corners here so you can use them. So basically I'll just put corner 1 here, and then you gotta do it again, corner 2, and then again 3, and then it goes on and on and on. You just gotta put the, oh, I got the 5 instead of the 4. You put the 4, and then, oh, the 5 was already halfway there. And then 5 was there. I'm gonna put it on the outside because the inside is too small. Then 6, it's right here. 7, then 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna put it on the outside as well. Put it right here, and then 11, and then 11, and then back to 1. So these I won't need. I'm just gonna delete them, and that's it. The driver track report is pretty much ready. All you gotta do now is either take a screenshot or export this as a PDF. You can come here and click and download as a PDF and put it on your tablet. And now let's go to the iPad so I can show you how I use this to work with the driver, okay? Okay, so now let's go to what it matters. Here's my iPad. Basically, I have an iPad and I have a stylus pen, so I can write down the iPad while I'm talking to the drivers. So after importing that picture into your iPad or a PDF, you can use either the notes from Apple, or I like to use the Goodnotes, which is basically a third-party app that allows you to create different notebooks, and you can use OneNote, you can use Evernote. There's many apps that can do this feature. I like to use Goodnotes. I have an account, and then it's shared through my devices. Anyway, I will leave the name of the app below so you can take a look. So what I do is that I import this into Goodnotes. Basically, I have here, let me go back. I have here the iCar Canada, and I just put the picture here as a page, and now all I need to do is just write down information. So basically, for the track, I will put iCar, and then driver, let's say it's myself, Lucas, and then session would be the FP1, and then track condition we'll put dry, championship we put Canadian, and then the time that the driver did, let's say I did 1 minute flat. Okay, just throwing random numbers here. So here's where it comes to be really useful, this this track report. Basically, you can draw different lines. Let's say I'm taking this line, or we're taking this line, and then you can delete these if you want, and then draw again so your driver can take a look. Also, what I like is to write down here, for example, corner 1, it's okay, so we just put a checkbox there. But then let's say turn 4, the driver is going in too narrow and getting a slower exit. I will go here to turn 4, put an X, and set too tight on entry, for example. And once you're done, you can even write down some observations. Let's say traffic on best lap. It's a normal observation, right? And then once you're done, what you can do is that you can come here and then export this page, or just a screenshot and send that on an airdrop to your driver. This way, when he's going to bed or he's at the restaurant and he just opens his cell phone and he takes a look on what he needs to do for the next day, or even between the sessions in the same day, he pulls up his phone before he goes out on track and he takes a look the corner that he needs to improve before he goes out on track. This is something that I did as a racing driver when I was younger, and this is something that I did with my drivers in Formula, in cars, and also do with them in karting, and I think it helps a lot. So that's it. After I posted that video on the Road Tax Grand Final, a lot of people came to me asking how do I make this, and that's it. This is the tutorial. Enjoy.